Hey YouTube, today I'm going to do a video on my everyday carry items. These are my day-to-day items that go with me whenever I leave the house. So the first item is my Surefire E2D LED flashlight, the Defender model. This flashlight is the first generation. It's got the 125 lumens. I believe the newer versions are now at 200. And I've opted to have the shorter pocket clip on here because the longer one that came with it I actually broke. This rides in my back pocket, so I was getting out of the car and it hung up on the seat belt, snapped it. So I changed it to the shorter one, and I mean, this hasn't been a problem since. I've had this as an everyday carry for the last 2 years now, actually, or more like 3 years. The next item that everybody should have, or no carries, is a pocket knife. This is my Emerson Uber Commander, and I've had this for about a little under 2 weeks as an everyday carry, and so far everything's been great about it. I was amazed to see that it wasn't so cumbersome in my pocket, being so big and bulky. I thought it would pinch on my thigh when I knelt down, as this rode in the front right pocket of my jeans, and it actually doesn't. A lot of it has to do with the flat profile. I think if this was more of a rounded profile like the CQC 6 Super Custom that I have, this would definitely pinch, or at least be in the way when you knelt down. But overall, this knife is just awesome so far. Can't say anything negative for the last 2 weeks that I've been everyday carrying it. The next item everybody usually has is a handy dandy wristwatch. This is my Luminox. I believe this is the 8150 series. Cool watch. The crystal is very tough. I've had this for about 9, maybe 10 years now, and the crystal has no scratches, knock on wood. But I've banged this up and rubbed it against a bunch of things, and if you look at it at an angle like this through the light, there's no scratches. It's got a tough, I think this is sapphire crystal glass. I did have to send it in to Luminox to have the batteries changed, and I was surprised. It was $85 to change the battery out on this watch, but it's well worth it. They've kept the integrity of the waterproofing. This is waterproof down to 200 meters, and when they send it back to you, they give you the test results to show that it was waterproof tested down to 200 meters. It comes with it's got the calendar on there, so that's my watch. And the next item that we're going to talk about is my Maxpedition Thermite pack. This Thermite pack, you can wear it around your waist. So it's got the waist belt, and there's also a piece that goes on here for your leg, as a leg, you wear it around your leg as a leg holster. So this part is for your waist, and this cinches around your thigh actually. So let's start with the front. On the front side of this guy, you have the front pouch pocket with a zipper, and you've got the 2 side pouches. So on the first pouch, I carry a pocket knife. This is a Case Copperhead Trapper, and it's got 2 blades. This first blade is my utility blade for anything that's extra small, so that I don't have to whip out the Uber Commander. And this is the food blade. I cut fruit and whatnot with this blade. Again, this is my Case Copperhead Trapper. And the next item I carry in this pocket is the Firebird FB 3500. This is my lighter. It's a butane waterproof and stormproof, as they call it. Comes in handy if you fray like your shoelace and you need to melt it, or if you're working on heat shrink and you need to shrink it, if you're doing any wiring, or just anything that you need a flame for. This comes in handy, and believe it or not, I'm a non-smoker, so that really comes in very handy. And the last item I carry in that pouch is this is my challenge coin from my CO. It's my Fugitive Recovery Agent coin, and there's a saying on here that I'd like to read to you. It says, "There is no hunting like the hunting of armed men, and those who have done it long enough and liked it never care for anything else thereafter." And that's by Mr. Ernest Hemingway. It's a cool little saying. So that takes care of the front zipper pouch. And when you undo this buckle, you come into the main compartment here. So the first small compartment here, there's a place that I can clip my badge to, and there's a pouch in there that I keep the rest of my neck chain on. And a badge is worthless unless you have your credentials. So this pocket houses my wallet and my ID. So the cool thing about this wallet is I can actually hang this over my neck chain for my credentials to show, or I stick this into my bulletproof vest and this part of it shows. And surprisingly, my credit cards have never fallen out, so knock on wood. But that's my wallet and credentials. That takes care of this first pouch, and this first pouch is pretty deep. And then you have this zipper that houses the smaller pouch and items that you can keep in there. Like I keep my BlackBerry in there. So the cool thing about this pouch is that the screen, the surface on here is smooth, so the screen doesn't get scratched up. And there's a secondary divider and pouch, and keep my iPhone in there. So the iPhone doesn't get scratched. You have this divider for this small pouch. You can keep any other things you want in there, coins and whatnot. The zipper takes care of that. On the side pouch, you have enough space here for, like I carry my Leatherman, and this is a Leatherman Surge. Cool thing about this Leatherman is it's got tools in here, and each tool actually has an individual lock. So that makes this a cool, handy dandy item. Just for any utility that you need, this guy pretty much covers it all. Again, this is the Leatherman Surge, and the thing I like about this is you can actually get to the tools, some of the tools, without having to open the item. Open the Leatherman itself, and it's got a lock so that you can actually lock the knife or the saw. It's got a lockout so that it doesn't fold back on your fingers. But anyway, there's space in there for that, and the accommodating bits. There's room in there for this, the hex bit and screwdrivers. And on the second side pouch, I carry a spare clip. In there is my 40 Smith & Wesson in the main pouch. And the cool thing about this SIG 229 40 Smith & Wesson caliber is it's concealable. It's short enough to stay in there. Really can't tell there's a gun in there. It doesn't print, as they say. 40 Smith & Wesson 10-round clip. Overall gun, it's nice and compact. I'll do a review on this bad boy. But again, this is my SIG 229, my everyday carry handgun, and it's cocked, locked, and ready to rock. And in this pouch, the cool thing about this pouch is it's got this gusset that comes out, and it has a drawstring. So the cool thing about this drawstring is you can cinch it down and pretty much keep your items in here water resistant. So I'd like to show you inside. When you pull out the gusset, you can actually see there's another pouch within there on the bottom. There's a pouch there, and there's a pouch right there at the top. So there's two pouches in there. So there's actually like 3 compartments. But when you fold this gusseting inward and push it in there, you just have one big pouch. It covers those 2 pockets, so they're almost like a concealed or hidden pockets, and that's where my gun rides, right in there. So it's a pretty big, lots of little nooks and crannies in here, a lot of little pouches. Then you got the big zipper here, and you can keep a bunch of stuff here like papers and pens, and I don't know what I have in here. Actually, yeah, I have my handcuffs. This is my Smith & Wesson M100 handcuffs, but they all fit into my Maxpedition Thermite. The cool thing about this too is you can wear this, you can adjust these straps and sling them over your shoulder, so it's like a shoulder bag. But this is the Maxpedition Thermite, and I've had good luck with this. I've had this for about 4 years now, and the only thing that's busted so far is the little tang that is here, or was here, for the zipper. Broke that off, and the clip, the plastic clip here, stepped on it by accident and snapped it, but I crazy glued it, and it still works. I'm sure I can send it to Maxpedition and have them change it or fix it for me. And this is the thermite pouch. And so these are my everyday carry items, from my pocket knife to flashlight, phones. This is it. So until next time, YouTube, y'all be safe.